NKTelco Sports welcomes you to high school basketball tournament action. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Hometown Opportunity, Buckeye Ford, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hello, welcome to Vandalia Butler High School as we get set for the girls regional final action between the Minster Wildcats and the Jackson Center Tigers. I'm Greg Burning, my partner Tom Sharp. Tom, the Jackson Center Tigers come in with a 22-4 record after a good win over Tri-Village, and the Minster Wildcats 24-2 after defeating a good Russia Raider team.
Yeah, Greg, like you said, regional final here, trip to go to state. We got two teams that are somewhat familiar with each other. They both played each other earlier on in the season. The Wildcats came away with that victory. But again, that was a lot earlier in the season. Jackson Center coming off that great win over number 2 ranked Tri-Village. They beat them 42-29. That score's a little deceiving because a lot of those points came late in the game from the free throw line. But it's going to be another great game here for a chance to go to state for one of these two teams.
That's right, both these teams supporting the orange and white, so we'll see, I should say orange and black. We'll see a lot of that here tonight. We'll take a commercial break and be back with the starting lineups. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler High School as we have the starting lineups. First for the Minster Wildcats, number 3, Allie Fisher. Number 5, Lindsay Rechterman. Number 14, Rosie Westerbeck. And number 22, Allie Borgening. And the center for the Wildcats, number 30, Courtney Pranger. The Wildcats coached by Mike Wiss. As they go through the non-starters. As we mentioned before, the Wildcats coming in with a 24-2 record. Played a good solid game the other night against Russia. Tom struggled a little bit out of the gate, but
yeah, they did struggle a little bit out of the gate, and you kind of expected that, you know, at this arena here, this level of the game, you know. Get those nerves calmed down a little bit. But one thing I want to point out, Greg, is starting tonight for the first time in a long while is Rosie Westerbeck for the Wildcats back into the starting lineup.
Yeah, and hopefully that will help them settle down, because one of the things Jackson Center did not do was struggle out of the gate as they came out firing against Tri-Village. So
absolutely, yeah.
Here are those starters for the visit of the home team, the Jackson Center Wildcats. Number 4, Kennedy Reese. Number 22, Cameron Elkert.
Number 24, Cassie Meyer.
Number 24, Cassie Meyer.
Number 40, Olivia Clark.
Number 40, Olivia Clark.
Number 44, Kristen Ware.
Number 44, Kristen Ware. Those are your starting lineups for the Minster Wildcats and the Jackson Center Tigers. Before we tip off the ball game, we like to talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
Greg, first off, for the Minster Wildcats, they need to do a lot better job rebounding. They gave up a lot of offensive rebounds to Russia. Most of them were right underneath the bucket. They need to do a lot better job with that. Also, perimeter shooting. They got some great perimeter shooters. Obviously, the game plan is to go down deep, but to go down deep, you have to have the outside game working also. For Jackson Center, they need to control that paint, and they also need to continue their great job at the free throw line. The other night against Tri-Village, Cassie Meyer was 14 of 16 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter alone. So they really need to keep continuing on that.
All right, as we get set for the opening tip here, as we got the low-lit lights still on here in the arena.
Yeah, I don't...
expecting them to come on here pretty quick. Somebody hasn't flipped the switch yet.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody has flipped the switch because they're not doing anything.
Maybe we're going to play in the, you know, the old school style, low-lit.
Yeah.
It's beautiful in here. Got a little backlit coming off of the scoreboard signs and a great little atmosphere for a Saturday night ball game here, but...
yeah, very nice crowd here as both communities are represented really well here. Obviously, you're not going to sell this place out, but there's still a very nice...
You see
all the phones.
Sorry, Tom. I feel like I'm at a concert. All the cell phones are coming on. We get a bunch of cell phones flashing in the arena, and we'll get just enough light. I'm not really sure what the delay here is because they definitely have...
Okay, so they're actually going to send the players back to the benches now.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break while we figure out the lights here at the arena, and we'll be back in just a moment with hopefully our opening tip. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Jump. What? Oh, come on!
Plastic surgery is very expensive today, Coach.
Jet!
Come on, shoot him.
Need more bandwidth? Switch to NKTelco and run all your devices.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler as we get set here for regional final actions. Figured out the light switch and ready for the opening tip, and here we go. It's controlled by the Wildcats. Allie Morgan looking to get right to the bucket. Good defensive recovery there by Winter for the Tigers.
Yeah, good defense right there as Burgundy had the right idea, just a little bit out of control. Probably should have pulled it out maybe a little bit, but it results in a turnover for the Wildcats.
That block was by Kristen Ware. Minster comes out in a man-to-man. We're going to see a lot of that from both teams here tonight. They both play some good, hard half-court defense, and occasionally will press as well. Here's the ball out top to Reese, guarded by Westerbeck. She gets around, gets the hole. Great recovery there, though, by Pranger.
Yeah.
But knocked out of bounds off of Minster, so it will stay with Jackson Center.
Courtney had quite a few blocks the other night. We didn't keep track of how many there were there, but there were at least 3-4 blocks. So try to keep track of that tonight.
Jackson just gets it triggered in out top to Reese. Set it out top. Here is Meyer, now over to Elkert. Jackson being really patient here, running through their sets. This is Meyer back out top, guarded by Rechterman. Spinning, wheeling, passes out, back out top, now back over to Reese. As they swing it around the paint.
Well, we saw this the other night with Jackson Center, Greg, is they played the game before Minster. They got that lead, and basically in that second half, they pulled it out and played the four corners. What that showed is that they were also very patient, okay? So they could still run their offense in deeper and still be very patient.
Nice drive there to the bucket by Clark. Misses the shot, rebounded by Morgan and quickly pushed up the other way. Almost turned over by Minster. And now back out top, Fisher will set it up for the Wildcat first offensive possession. Again, you can see him looking in the paint right away to Pranger. She's guarded by Ware. And the ball's tipped away by Jackson Center and stolen. Turnover Minster. Thomas looks very familiar as they did the same sort of couple of possessions against Russia.
Yes, they did. And, again, Russia, great defensive team. Here again, Jackson Center, another great defensive team. Minster's a great defensive team. Kind of spells out to be a low-scoring game. We'll find out how that goes. But, yeah, so 2 possessions for Minster, come away with nothing.
Here's Meyer out top, trying to get by Rechterman. Instead, she'll dump it back out to Elkert. We've seen a lot of Reese, Elkert, and Meyer way out top of this key. Here's Meyer again, trying to stretch out that Minster defense.
It's, again, being very patient with the ball. Good passes.
Meyer wheels down in the lane, throws up a tough shot, and going to get a foul called against, I believe, number 5, Lindsay Rechterman, which will be our first foul of the ball game.
Foul number 5, Lindsay Rechterman.
Yeah, Rechterman, I guess, got a piece of her arm, so it sends her to the line to shoot 2.
And as we mentioned in the pregame for the Wildcats, this is not the person you want at the free throw line. A very good free throw shooter is Meyer, as she made 14 of 16 just in the 4th quarter the other night, ending the ball game with 22 points as she puts the first point on the board for the ball game.
So she makes the pair, makes them easily, just like she did the other night.
Fisher will bring it across to the Wildcats. Jackson Center playing man-to-man defense, also swung over to Fisher. Looking inside, nowhere to go. Tough pass inside to Westerbeck, comes away, the shot blocked by Ware. Another tough possession for Minster, as Reese will come out of the pile with it.
Yeah, so again, that was the 3rd possession for Minster, nothing to show for.
Here's Elkert driving the lane, good help from Pranger. Loses the handle momentarily, ball tipped out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a turnover, and it is. Jackson Center turning it over, gives it back to Minster. Boy, it feels just like the Rushi game.
It really does. It really does.
A lot of slow possessions for both teams to start the game, and as you mentioned, little nerves. It's pretty common, but neither getting really good looks at all here so far. Hopefully that'll change for Minster here on this possession. Borgerding going to be pushed out of bounds and will draw the foul. I believe that's going to be on number 40, Olivia Clark.
So that's just her first foul and the first foul against the Tigers. So again, going back to our keys, as there's a nice inbound play to Rosie Westerbeck, and she gets the first 2 points for Minster. But going back to the keys, especially for Minster, with Ben in that perimeter shooting. So far, the first 3 possessions, they've been wanting to go down, which is great. But you got to get that outside going,
right,
to open that up.
Elkert shakes off the defense, takes a 3-pointer, shot won't go, and rebound fought for. It's going to be a jump ball. Good effort there by Westerbeck and Ware to tie it up. The possession will stay with Jackson Center. We'll have our first substitution as Taylor Kogi checks in for the Wildcats for Allie Borgerding. So Jackson will trigger it in. Here's Reese, back out top to Elkert. 3 ball, it's blocked by Fisher.
Yeah.
Good defense, ball tipped out of bounds. And looked like it got knocked off of Kennedy Reese. They're gonna say it went off of Minster, so it's gonna stay Jackson Center ball. So again, Meyer to trigger it in, throws it all the way back out top to Reese. And back over to Meyer. Again, Jackson very deliberate and patient on their offensive side. Skipped past Kogi, looking to work it around the inside. The pass is bounced off of, I believe, Courtney Pranger. Will stay again with Jackson Center. So good interior defense for Minster, unfortunately unable to come up with the ball.
Yeah, they're getting a few stops, but the ball's going out of bounds right off of them, so continues to stay with Jackson Center.
Reese again back out top, works it over to Clark. Clark against Kogi. Couple ball fakes, up and under, no good. Rebound picked up though by Ware. Offensive possession again here for Jackson Center. Spent a lot of time at the offensive end on JC's side here to start quarter number 1. Backdoor cut by Reese. Can't get it to go. That's a big break there by Minster. She made a good backdoor cut.
Yeah, great backdoor cut. Good feed to her, just couldn't make the bucket.
Rectorman tries to work inside, got caught up underneath the basket. It's knocked out of bounds off of Elkert, so it'll stay with Minster. Exactly 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1, and it's 2-2 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Here's Allie Fisher with the ball, gets Courtney Pranger her first touch of the ball game, skips it over to Taylor Kogi at the foul line. It's long. Rebound pulled down by Clark for Jackson Center.
Okay, not a bad shot that time by Kogi from the free throw line. Just a little strong off the back of the rim there. And a shot she normally makes.
Meyer comes all the way out to the half-court line to get the ball. Again, guarded by Rectorman. Kicks it over to Clark. Clark working against Kogi. Extra help by Rectorman, and the steal. Wow. That was really late.
That was, yeah.
Minster had the ball, was already heading the other way, and then the foul was called. And that's only the second one on Minster, but both of them are against Lindsay Rectorman.
She will check out, along with Allie Fisher.
So Borgerding and Boimer check in the ball game for the Wildcats, and number 42, Alicia Kelsler, checks in for Jackson Center. Here's Ware into the bucket. Looks like she might have took an extra step there. No call, gets the bucket, and Jackson Center goes up 4-2. So Minster looking to get their offense going and struggled here so far in quarter number 1. As they work it around the perimeter, here's Rosie Westerbeck. Skipped over to Courtney Pranger. Pranger working against Ware, back out top to Boimer. And bring it all the way back out top to Borgerding. Coach Wiss calling out the play. Westerbeck out top here, no pressure from Meyer. Minute 40 left to go in quarter number 1. Looking to get inside to Borgerding, Aaron pass. Haley Boimer just able to track it down.
Good hustle by Boimer to get that.
Minster offensively really struggling to get it going, and they're called with a 5-second count. Good defense by Cameron Elkert.
Game number 34, Vanessa Winner.
Jackson going to check in Vanessa Winner for substitution. So good defense by Jackson. They get the turnover. Minute 24 left to go, quarter number 1. We're at 4-2.
Yeah, again, very low scoring. Didn't think it'd be this low.
Yeah, right? Here's Elkert back out top. Swung down inside. Nice defense by Minster. Again, can't quite come up with it. No tipped ball. Then back out top to Meyer. 1 minute left to go in quarter number 1. Skip pass across the top. Here's a jump shot by Elkert. It's way long. Nice rebound inside, down by Pranger. Minster looking to push. Here's Westerbeck across half court. Skip pass over to Borgerding. And a very, not fast call again by the officials. They've been really delayed on 2 or 3 of their calls. They call a charge there.
On that one, I want to tell you why they did that. It's because they had a double whistle, okay? 2 officials had a call. On that type of situation, somebody defers to whoever. And that's what they were trying to figure out who to defer to. Because what they don't want is one call a charge and one call a block. They didn't really.
Instead, neither one of them called a foul. They were just sitting looking at each other, right?
Then they deferred to one and the one called. Unfortunately, now I don't know what the the discussion is, as we have 2 officials at center court. I don't know what the.
Correction, the foul is on number 22.
I think they called it over the PA on the wrong person, so the foul is on number 22, Allie Borgerding, her first, and the 3rd team foul on Minster. So good defense there called for Jackson Center as they bring it across the timeline with 35 seconds left to go in a very defensive quarter number 1. Meyer gets it over to Reese, hounded by Rosie Westerbeck. Down to 15 seconds left to go. Now over to Meyer. She looks up at the clock at 10. looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Good defense by Minster, turnover. Courtney Pranger across with 4, gets it to Haley Bloimer, loses the handle, and not going to get a shot off. So that's going to end quarter number 1. Jackson Center on top, 4-2. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you. Here's the thing, if you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler as we get started with quarter number 2, and the Wildcats hoping it's a lot better than quarter number 1.
Absolutely, couldn't get much worse, really. They were 1 of 4 from the field just to get the 2 points. There's another turnover. They had 3 turnovers that first quarter, so they're up to 4 now. And on the other side of the court, Jackson Center was only 1 of 8 from the field. And their other 2 points came from the free throw line.
That clearly looks like their plan of the game is to slow it down and shorten the game.
Yeah.
And Minster, I would be surprised if they don't look to be a little more aggressive this quarter, maybe trap a little more and increase that tempo. Here's a 3 ball from the far corner, and it's made by number 34, Vanessa Winter.
Vanessa Winter.
Pushing the Jackson lead to 5.
Yeah, that could be a big bucket right there. I know we're really early in this ball game, but still, the way the points are going.
Nice move by Westerbeck. She gets her own offensive rebound and back up and in.
Wow. Way to hang with it with Westerbeck. First shot got banged around quite a bit, but no call. She was able to get her own rebound and put it back in.
Big answer for Minster. Reese back out top again, guarded by Westerbeck. Drives in the paint, comes back out with it. Defense by Pranger, tips it. Cassie Meyer able to track it down for Jackson Center. She'll kick it to the corner. Here's Winter again. Same spot, same result.
Same spot, another big 3-pointer.
Vanessa Winter.
Minster pushing it up ahead. Here's Westerbeck again, going right at Meyer again. Shot blocked.
Yeah, it looks like Meyer got her hand on that one to block it.
Meyer working against Borgerding, gets it over to Reese. As Kendra Thiem checked in for Minster during that last break, so they have the same 4 people on the court. Would be Pranger, Borgerding, Westerbeck, Fisher, and Thiem. Here's Meyer out top, guarded by Borgerding. Ball back out top, reset by Reese. Looked like a carry there off of Jackson Center, but the ball went out of bounds off of Kessler. She didn't really have the ball in her hand, I guess. Either way, it goes off of Jackson Center turnover.
And number 44,
Damaris Wolf checks in for Minster. There she is getting the ball right here, 32. Skipped out top to Borgerding. Thought about the 3. Instead, we'll click it over to Wolf. Looking inside the Thiem, instead kicks it back out top. Here they dump it into Pranger, couple dribbles. Loses the handle. A lot of contact and a foul. That one's going to be called on number 22, Cameron Elkert.
Foul's number 22, Cameron Elkert. That's her first.
Taylor Kogi checks back in for the Wildcats, replaces Pranger.
Wolf will trigger it for Minster. Nowhere to go with it, finally gets it into Thiem. Thiem will make a hard drive, loses the handle. Ball tied up, it's going to go back over to Jackson Center. Again, not a well-played offensive possession by Minster.
Yeah, another turnover, up to 5.
This is what I expected to see a little more after that slow pace, and you hear Coach Wisk calling out a 1-2-2 to mess up the tempo here a little bit and or change the way the game's been played. They flip it over top into Meyer. She gets down the corner to Winter. Winter with the fake, goes to the hole, tosses up floater. It's no good. Nice rebound by Damaris Wolf.
Yeah,
and there's that quicker pace we were just talking about.
Absolutely, and what a nice strong rebound that was by Wolf.
Pushed inside, picked up by Fisher. Back out top, Borgerding. Again, thought about the 3, pulls it back out. 4:45 left to go in the first half, 10-4 Jackson. Here's Wolf on the handoff, gets it back out to Fisher. Again, Minster really struggling to get the flow. There's Thien inside, a lot of contact, no call.
Yeah, no call again.
Back the other way comes Jackson Center. Wide open underneath this Ware, and she scores. Bucket Jackson Center will trigger a Minster timeout.
Jackson Center timeout, I think.
Timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's ballgame: Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Hometown Opportunity, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, and Minster Banks. I'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. And our player of the game sponsor for Minster is McDonald's. We will name a player of the game at the conclusion of this game. Thanks again to all those great sponsors.
Well, yeah, Jackson Center timeout. We got 4:23 remaining here in the second quarter. Minster just 2 of 8 now from the field, while Jackson Center's 4 of 12 and 2 of 4. The 2 big 3-pointers, they're back to back.
Yeah, everything for Minster on the offensive side has been contested well by Jackson. There's a tough drive by Wolf, and she's going to draw the foul. The foul was on number 34, Vanessa Winter, her first.
Line number 32, Damaris Wolf.
First free throw by Wolf is off the mark. And the second one rattles home. The Minster trailing by 7, 12-5 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Tom Minster's needed what I like to call a couple easy buckets. Jackson got one in the last possession.
Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, there's a turnover. Yep.
That will definitely help. You get a couple of those going, get back in your offensive flow, and then get right back into this ball game.
Yeah, they definitely need that. And like you said, though, the last possession, I think it was, every shot, every pass is just contested so heavily by Jackson Center. They are doing an excellent job.
Well, I think some of that's Minster's offense. They're a little bit quick. They're getting fast on their passes, and when you do that, it makes your offense a lot harder and doesn't give your offense time to work. And then again, Jackson Center's defense is pretty good. Turnover here. Good recovery by Damaris. I believe that was Damaris Wolf.
Got a hand on the ball, yeah.
She's going to push it the other way. 3-ball opposite corner. Borgerding hits it home.
Yeah. Big bucket there by Allie Borgerding to kind of maybe stop the bleeding a little bit as we have a whistle for the net was tied up. Players kind of thought it was a timeout or something.
And a big momentum change. You feel a Minster crowd get on board as they cut the lead to 12-8. Here comes the running jump by Borgerding.
Almost another one here. That could have been big.
It's kind of I wouldn't say it's a patented Minster defense, but it's something they like to do. You see them when they got a good opportunity, catch a guard when they turn their back. Good defensive pressure here by Minster on the inbounds, able to get it into Meyer. And gets it over to Winter, back out top to Elkert. 3 minutes left to go, or just over 3 minutes here, quarter number 2. Here is Reese back out top. Again, Jackson very deliberate and patient. Here comes a double to get it out of Meyer's hands. Reese Thought a couple times.
Yeah.
She's guarded by Wolf. Triggers it over to Meyer. Meyer again loses the handle. Good defense from Allie Borgany, who has been harassing her this whole quarter. Meyer looking to get rid of it, gets it over to Reese. The Minster defense been a little bit more of a problem here in the second quarter. Winter just gets it back to Meyer. She'll trigger a three ball. It's way off the mark. Barely even hits the backboard. Rebound Minster.
So this could be a big possession here for the Wildcats.
Westerbeck wheeling down the lane, gets through and draws the foul.
Draws the foul. She's going to hit two.
It's so loud in here, Tom.
I didn't even hear the whistle. Yeah.
Oh, boy, there was a lot of contact.
Yeah, we got things on our ears, but still, it's pretty loud in here. And, yeah, usually we can hear that whistle.
That's right. Crowd being very alert here in this ball game. It's been a good one here thus far. Westerbeck's first free throw is good. Allie Fisher will check back in, replacing Allie Borgerding.
Rosie, an 80% free throw shooter. She's tied on the team with the Wildcats with Allie Borgerding, both 80%.
Second one on its way by Westerbeck is good. Also, Minster cuts the lead to 2. The tempo definitely favoring the Wildcats here in quarter number 2, and they're trying to continue with that with a little full court defense, keeping the ball away from Cassie Meyer, and that one skips up over to her and back to Reese. Elkert, again, it's picked off by Westerbeck, who was guarding Meyer. She's going to take it the distance, blocked, and knocked out of bounds by Meyer again.
Yeah.
Cassie Meyer has done a nice job recovering. Did not think she would make it to that one. Big block.
I agree. The quickness, I'm really impressed. She really got down there to.
I think it's just loud in here because the players didn't even know that ball was triggered in on that last possession for Minster. Westerbeck lucky to get it in before the time expired. Minute 40 left to go in quarter number 2. Westerbeck again with the ball. Kicks it back out to Fisher. Inside to Westerbeck. She's going to work again against Meyer.
Oh, how did she get that?
What a shot.
Yeah, what a shot to tie the ball game at 12.
Run and jump again. This time they catch Reese off guard, but going to be called for a foul. Again, it's noisy in here.
It is.
For sure, it's great. That foul called again was on number 3, Allie Fisher.
That's going to be her first. Just the fourth against the Wildcats, and only 4 fouls against Jackson Center, so
nothing hurt.
Right, yeah. Great try at it, you know.
So Allie Borgerding checks back in for the Wildcats. They have kept all kinds of business out there on Meyer. They've switched back and forth between Borgerding and Westerbeck, and now that one almost picked off by Pranger.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to mention that earlier because I wasn't exactly sure how deep Jackson is because they've subbed in a few players, but Minster's definitely deep. They got 10 other bodies that are going to play, and I think that's going to pay dividends here in the ballgame as you start to see already those Jackson Center guards are getting harassed quite a bit. Reese loses their footing.
Almost. Not quite.
Gets it back out top to Meyer. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 2. We're dead even at 12. Cassie Meyer to the bucket. Rosie Westerbeck returning the favor.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this could be the first lead of the ball game for the Cats. Damaris Wolf from the baseline, got it.
14-12 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Cats on top, 14-12 with 40 seconds remaining. Reese gets it across. Extra step by Elkert, gets away with it. Rebound comes down to Jackson Center. And Olivia Clark going to draw the foul. Boy, there was no doubt there was a travel there that got missed. And Coach West making sure the official knew about it.
Hey, Greg, I do want to point something out. At the 4:23 mark, after Jackson Center made a bucket, they called a timeout. Okay? The score at that time was 12-4 in favor of Jackson Center.
Because I thought Minster called it, and you corrected me. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and that was at the 4:23 mark. 28 seconds left. Minster has the lead, 14-12.
And Clark misses that first free throw. As I mentioned about the the wear and tear of the fatigue at this point already, because it's noticeable, I think, already that Minster still looks like they got a full tank, and Jackson Center is a little winded.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. Well, the halftime's coming, so as they keep pushing it forward, here's Wolf. She's going to drive to the bucket, try to get some contact, doesn't get it. Tough shot there. Rebound pulled down by Jackson Center with just over 15 seconds to go in the first half. Minster hanging on to a 1-point possession. Reese not liking the harassment from Westerbeck. Tries to get it to Elkert. She's covered. Gets it over to Winter. 5 seconds to go. Minster again trying to run and jump. Reese with the ball. Gets it to Elkert at the buzzer. And it's off the mark. First half in the books. Minster 14, Jackson Center 13. We'll be back with our first half stats after this commercial break. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler High School with the first half stats. Here is Tom Sharp.
Thanks, Greg. First off, for the Wildcats, they were 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 1 from three-point land. Free throws, very good, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, with 6 turnovers and 10 rebounds. For Jackson Center, they were 4 of 17 from the field, 2 of 6 from three-point land. Also really good from the free throw line, 3 of 4. They had 5 turnovers and 11 rebounds. So a great second quarter for the Wildcats. Hopefully they can continue that here to start this third.
For sure, they definitely struggled in the first, and hopefully they can get it going, as you said, here to start the third as we're back at action. Here is Allie Fisher for the Wildcats as they work it around the perimeter. Minster has a 1-point lead at 14-13. Swing it over to Fisher, down inside to Pranger. We didn't see a lot of her in the first half as she gets off a tough shot, fighting for her own rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off of Minster.
Yeah, the Wildcats have that 1-point lead, especially a part to that 10-1 run that they had starting midway through that second quarter.
Yeah, they definitely got the tempo in their favor in the second quarter. See if they can continue that here in the third. Here is Reese guarded by Westerbeck. She's getting hounded like she was in the second quarter. Good D, Westerbeck, turnover. Here comes Rechterman, going right to the bucket, takes the contact, can't get it to go. Westerbeck's going to be tied up. Missed opportunity there by Minster. It's going to give it back over to Jackson Center on the jump ball.
Exactly like you said there, Greg, a missed opportunity for the Wildcats.
Some full court pressure here by Minster. Over the top to Reese. She's picked up by Westerbeck. Minster with their starting 5 back in the ball game. And Jackson Center also with their starters. Here is Meyer, picked up by Pranger.
I was going to say that was pretty close to a 3 seconds, and they got it.
Tom was all over that one. Call made. Official must have heard you, Tom. He got some sort of sign language going there. He picked up on it right away. 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. Neither team offensively got it going here thus far in the third. Minster looking to change that right here. Pranger works it inside to Westerbeck. I'm sorry, Rechterman. Good position, can't get it to go again. As Elkert might have got away with the travel, but Jackson Center keeps it. It's picked up by Pranger, double team, nice defense again by Minster, turnover.
Okay, Greg, again, this is the second time they caused the turnover. They got to capitalize on these. Every point this ball game from here on out, every possession I should say, is going to be very important.
Definitely, that one turned back over, or I should say tied up by Jackson Center. It'll keep it with Minster on the alternate possession arrow.
And the Wildcats have had some opportunities here. Now they just need to capitalize. Right there, they turn it over.
And then foul committed on the break, I believe by number 3, Allie Fisher.
I think they're going to give that to
Borgerding?
Borgerding, yeah.
She's down on the court. Not what we want to see. And that foul, they haven't put it up on the board yet, I believe is on 22. If it was, it'll be her third, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was on Borgerding. Yeah, it was. So, yeah, that will be her third. Is that what you said?
That is what I
think
said.
so, yeah.
So while we got a timeout on the floor, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
We're back at Vandalia Butler, third quarter action, 6:15 to go as Allie Borgerding stepped off.
Yeah, she went back to the locker room, so hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Back in action here, still saying that there's a halftime score. Neither team scored thus far here in this third quarter. Double team again by Minster. That one going to be kicked. Right before that, going to be a timeout called by Jackson Center. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Hometown Opportunity, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, and Minster Bank. Thanks again to all those great sponsors. And as I mentioned earlier, Tom and I will name a player of the game for the Minster Wildcats at the conclusion of this game, and that player of the game is sponsored by McDonald's.
You know, Greg, you and I both talked about this at halftime. Past two games, Russia and Upper Side of Valley for the Wildcats here, they came out in the third quarter and really poured things on and had a great third quarter. Hopefully the same thing was to happen this time, but here, you know, the past couple possessions, the Wildcats have turned the ball over, but haven't capitalized on opportunities.
Yeah, that's the big key. They got a couple turnovers and missed out on them, so hopefully they can rebound from that. Here is Ware with the ball as she definitely traveled. No call made. Minster, though, able to get the rebound. Quickly pushed ahead to Pranger. She's going to go right down the gut, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul going to be number 44, Kristen Ware, her first.
Kristen Ware, that's her first.
Got to give Jackson credit. They've done a nice job in the paint so far, guarding against Pranger and the Minster interior offense. First one by Courtney is off the mark.
And the Cats were coming into this quarter 3 of 4, now 3 of 5.
Second one by Pranger is good. Pushes the Minster lead up to 15-13. Against some full court pressure. As Pranger picks up Ware, she scoops up the ball. And Minster giving a little more problems to Jackson Center with that aggressive D. Elker handling out top, looks to back cut. There's that pressure right there.
Okay, now once again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but again, another opportunity here for the Wildcats.
That's right. Their defense has definitely stepped up. And it's bothering Jackson Center, but unfortunately on this side, Jackson Center's defense is very strong.
Yes, absolutely.
Pranger looking to get by Clark, gets it over to Westerbeck. Westerbeck has the point. She's got 8. Gets it back out from Pranger. Here's Westerbeck again, guarded by Ware. Skipped over to Pranger. She's thinking about a 3. She'll shoot. It's way short. Picked up by Ware underneath. Outletted to number 22, Elkert, who brings it across the timeline. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Good defense by Fisher. Gets it out of the pile. Minster can't come up with it, though. Jump ball.
The possession will stay with Jackson Center.
Jackson Center.
Some good aggressive D there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Just can't quite come up with it, but do get the tie up. That'll be Cassie Meyer triggered in under the Jackson bucket. Swung out top here to Elkert and back over to Meyer. Meyer working down in the lane, kicks it over to Ware. She'll shoot. Shot off the mark, rebounded by Taylor Kogi and outletted to Allie Fisher. She'll push it ahead to Westerbeck. Westerbeck looking to move by Ware. She almost got caught in the air. Good heads-up play to catch Kogi. They work it around the perimeter over to Pranger.
You know, Pranger put up that three the last possession. That's not a bad shot for her. She was open, and she can hit that. She's hit it a couple times.
Minster back out top to reset. Pranger getting the reach in by Ware. Nice pass inside to Kogi. Kogi goes up over Meyer. No foul called. Rebound Jackson. Reese brings it across the half-court line, gets it down into the far corner to Clark. She makes a move on Kogi, loses the handle. Clark still trying to come up with it, cannot. Good defense by Kogi. Rebound Minster. Gets it ahead to Kogi. She's going to try to take it the distance and draws the foul.
Yeah, she drew some contact, so now she'll finally go to the line and earn two throws.
It's tough to get any down there in the paint. Either end of the floor, they are letting them play, and neither team really getting an advantage down there.
24, Taylor Kogi.
As Kogi's going to step to the line for a pair. First one by Kogi is off the mark.
And the Wildcats did this the other night, too, with Ruth. She left quite a few points on the floor by missing free throws.
Damaris Wolf will come in for the Wildcats. Number 34, Vanessa Winter, who knocked down a couple threes for Jackson in the first half, is back in the ball game. And also back on the Wildcat bench is Allie Borgen.
Well, she's not on the bench. She's coming in.
She's not going to stay there very long, is she?
That is really good to see.
That's excellent. Don't ever like to see anybody go out of the ball game with an injury. And Allie is definitely not one to stay down very long.
Doug, you're right. You are right.
Second free throw by Kogi is good. So Minster slowly building the lead off the free throw line as they're now up by 3. 3:15 left to go in quarter number 3. Reese being hounded by Wolf. Reese now looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Finally gets it out top. Losing the handle for a moment was Jackson. They get it inside to Meyer. She'll go up over Morganing and score.
Cassie Meyer.
Yeah, good job there by Meyer that time. They got it into her low. She just did a spin move and right around Borgerding.
Reese a little over aggressive there. She's going to draw the foul.
Foul's number 4. Kennedy Reese.
That's her first. And the 4th team foul on Jackson. I'm sorry, that's the third team foul on Jackson. I'll get it right here sooner or later. That board's too big, it's too many numbers. Wolf driving the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Jackson.
Okay, Jackson Center could take the lead here once again.
Back out top to Meyer. Working, trying to find some place inside. Can't do it, and it is called for a travel. Number 54, Savannah Luthman, going to check in for the Wildcats, giving Courtney Pranger a breather. Excuse me. And also checking back in is number 14, Rosie Westerbeck. I believe she's the leading scorer of the ball game with 8.
I believe so.
So Minster looking to extend their lead. 2:10 left to go, quarter number 3. They're up just by 1. Kogi out top, swings it over to Westerbeck, guarded by Reese. Back out to Wolf, thought about the 3.
Yeah, got away with the travel there, but they haven't been calling it all night.
Oh,
so
they definitely have not. That first step is just a bonus anymore, I think. He swung over to Borgerding out top. Back to Kogi, now over to Westerbeck. Wolf sets up for the three ball. Got it!
Oh, what a big shot right there. From straight center field, nothing but net. Big bucket.
Wolf will pick up defense on Reese. Spinning down the lane. She's not much to go to the hole before the shot, though. That might be the only shot she's taken so far in this ball game.
Yeah, there haven't been very many. That's for sure.
Fouls number 32, Damaris Wolf. That's her first.
Wolf called for the foul.
Lindsay Redkerman.
Morganing will check out with a minute 26 remaining in the third quarter. Rechterman will check in for her.
It would be big here if the Wildcats could get a stop and score on the other end.
Reese picked up by Westerbeck. Drives the lane again. Westerbeck with good defense. Picks it down for the Wildcats. Almost turned it back over. Gets it over to Westerbeck. Little hesitation. She's going down through the lane. Rebound Kogi, some more contact, and finally a whistle underneath the basket. You get enough offensive rebounds in that paint, it's going to get called eventually.
Eventually, yes. Yeah.
That was on number 34, Vanessa Winter. Her second.
Yep. And the fourth team foul now for Jackson Center.
Kogi with the first free throw.
There we go.
It down.
Looks like she will go out if she makes this next free throw, as Courtney Pranger is at the scorer's table to check in. It's
20.
Just a little over a minute to go here in this third.
Minster trying to extend their 5-point advantage, and they get it to 6 on 2 Taylor Kogi free throws. As Tom mentioned, she will check out. Minute 8 left to go in quarter number 3 as the Minster crowd come to their feet. Minster with their biggest lead of the ball game. Full court D coming to get over top to Reese. She's ahead of the pack. Winter down the corner. She doesn't take the shot. And instead will take a nice move in the lane and draw the foul.
I believe that foul will go against Courtney Pranger.
Number 30, Courtney Pranger. That's
it's her first.
At line number 34, Vanessa Winter, shooting 2.
So that'll send Winter to the free throw line for a pair. First one is good. She's had a good offensive output here for Jackson Centers. That's her 7th point. Second one is good as well. So Minster with a 4-point advantage with 1 minute to go in quarter number 3. Looking for an answer to 2 Winter free throws. Looking to get inside to Luthman. They do. Back out to Wolf. Wolf going to check the heat. No good. Rebound knocked around and scooped up by Rechterman. Westerbeck with the shot off the glass.
Yeah, what a nice kiss off the glass. A lot of players don't like to use that glass, but you need to at times. As Westerbeck now will lead the Wildcats with 10 points. Most of that coming in the second quarter because she only had 2 points in that first quarter.
So Reese going to bring it out top. 10 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Looks to drive it through the lane, skip it over the top to Meyer. She's fouled before the shot. Nothing hurt there except for that you added another one to your list there. It's going to put Minster at 4 fouls there.
Yeah, you're right, but again, nice aggressive try at that. Really no harm done, except it does do that.
And that foul is on Rechterman. It's her 3rd, so she'll check out. And Savannah Luthman will also check out as Allie Fisher comes back in. 5 seconds to go, so big defensive stand here for Minster. With 5.4 remaining, want to watch the passer coming back to get the ball. Damaris Wolf
had a hand, yeah.
Over to Elkert for 3. It's long, rebounded by Westerbeck, and that's 3 in the books. Minster on top, 23-17. We'll be back with quarter number 4 here at Vandalia Butler. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold, we are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless Premium retailer.
I was very, very impressed by how easy it was to locate talent here in this area.
But it's also great for applicants, giving them a good chance to learn much more about the company than would normally be possible through other means of advertising.
There's definitely a great pool of applicants here, and I think you've done a good job at communicating opportunities within the community.
I would definitely recommend checking out Hometown Opportunity to find any careers that you may not know that existed.
Fourth quarter action as we get started here. Vandalia Butler. Minster starts the fourth quarter with a 5-point edge. Sorry, 6-point edge.
6-point, yeah.
Trying to add to that. They get it inside to Kogi, over the shoulder, can't get it to go. Westerbeck fighting for the rebound, but it's scooped up by Meyer. Trying to get it ahead. Reese gonna take a deep three and hit it.
Yeah, that's a big bucket there for Reese, for the Tigers.
Reese. Gonna have a quick timeout by Jackson Center. It's a full one, so we'll take a break as well. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold, we are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless Premium retailer.
Welcome back to Vandalia. 7:35 remaining in our ball game as Jackson Center just hit a big three-pointer to cut the lead to 3.
Yeah, big three-pointer. She was a good 3 feet behind the arc and nailed it. See how the Wildcats will answer here.
Tough pass out top though. Westerbeck able to track it down. Back to Damaris Wolf. She's going to drive the lane, gets by her defender, can't get it to go.
Yeah, a little too strong.
Rebound by Meyer. She pushes it ahead. She's on a full head of steam, lost the handle. Gets it out to Elkert for 3. It's in and out. Rebounded underneath by Jackson. Back up and in by number 42, Kessler.
Yeah, good offensive board there by Kessler. She was at the right spot, the right time. Pranger's shot a little short.
Jackson Center within 1 and with the ball. Minster looking to get a stop to this run. Reese working out top against Wolf. Still dribbling. Finally gets it off to Kessler. Kessler wheels through the lane. Can't get it to go, but it's fouled by Pranger.
Yeah, so Kessler's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 to possibly put the Tigers back up by 1.
Second foul by Pranger. Yes, Kessler patiently shoots free throw number 1, and it's good. I'll tell you what, Jackson Center as a team shoots an incredible rate at the free throw line.
Yeah, they do, and excellent job, as we mentioned the other night, she was 14 to 16 just in the fourth quarter alone.
And that was just Meyer.
Yeah, that was Meyer, yeah.
Free throws here tonight as Kessler gets ready for her second as Borgerding, that one's short, gets her own rebound, can't get it to go. Good defense by Pranger as Borgerding and Rechterman checked in on that first free throw. Get it to Rechterman, she's gonna go right to the bucket and score.
Yeah, excellent job there by Rechterman as they got her the ball about mid-court. Said she's going to take it herself. And
good senior play there for the Wildcats. Here's Reese right in front of us. Gets her way by Rechterman. Picked up by Pranger, but Pranger will foul her as well, so that's going to send Reese to the free throw line.
Courtney just a little late getting there.
At the line is number 4, Kennedy Reese, shooting shifting 2.
So that'll give Reese 2 free throws. Minster up by 2 on our First National Bank scoreboard, 25-23. First one by Reese is good.
Well, coming into this quarter, they were 5 of 6 from the free throw line coming into this quarter.
Second one is good. We're tied up, 25 all. Just under 6 minutes to play. Minster looking for an answer. We're gonna have a Mike Wiss timeout. It's a full one. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Spectrum Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Welcome back, fourth quarter. Minster with the ball. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Tom Sharp. We've got a good one here as we're dead even at 25 with regional girls basketball action, regional final, I should say. And that one's kicked out of bounds off of Jackson. Will stay with Minster.
Yeah, kind of a break there for the Wildcats as it was knocked out of bounds by Jackson Center. So now just inbounded under the bucket.
Brechterman, tough pass, gets it into Westerbeck. And back out top to Borgerding, over to Fisher. Fisher drives down the lane, kicks it back out top to Pranger. Now the far side to Rechterman, picked up by Elkert, back over to Pranger. Fisher dumps it inside to Westerbeck. Shot blocked by Meyer.
Meyer, yeah, she did it again. Got a nice hand on that.
5:05 remaining. Elkert.
It's Meyer's third block of the game.
Kessler back out top to Meyer. And back over to Winter. Winter working on Borgerding, spins in the lane, gets it out to Reese. Reese pulls it back out top. And swings it over to Winter. Thought about the three, pulls it back. Takes an extra step. And for one of the few times tonight, that's been called.
Yeah, right. It's Taylor Kogi checks back in for the Wildcats, replaces Borgerding.
So good defensive pressure there by Minster to see if they can turn it into offense. 4:30 remaining. See if they can get some action to get a good outside shot here for the Wildcats. They haven't had many tonight. Westerbeck, she's been the best scorer for Minster. She leads with 10. Working again against Meyer, gets down through the lane, and again, shot blocked. Kicks it back out to Kessler. Swings it around the lane, shot no good. Good help there by Lindsey Rechterman as the bodies tangle up underneath the basket.
Let's see the Wildcats get a good shot here. It seems like, okay, that was a good shot there, Down. It seems like the past few times, though, they've taken some shots, hoping
some tough shots
to get the call.
I agree.
You know, don't depend on the officials to make that call.
So that will send Courtney Pranger to the line for 2 free throws. First one is off the mark. Definitely don't want this to come down to a free throw game. As Jackson Center has shown, they are very good at the foul line.
Absolutely, yes.
So Pranger trying to give the Wildcats a 1-point advantage. The second one rattles home. Olivia Clark to check back in for Jackson Center. 3:47 remaining. Reese again brings it up. She's played, I think, every second of this ball game at the point for Jackson Center. It's over to Winter.
And as you mentioned earlier, Greg, we'll see how this goes in the last 3 minutes as far as how long they can go. Jackson Center has only played, they've only played 7 players. Wildcats have had 10.
And they're letting them play in there as Rosie Westerbeck just got pummeled at the other end trying to get to the ball. And on the opposite end, Clark able to run the floor, get the bucket and the foul.
At the line, shooting.
That's how, big bucket right there, like you said.
I just saw the other end down there as Westerbeck was coming across the lane, and a Jackson girl came up and chopped her out of the lane, and it turned the ball over for Jackson, and they were able to push it back. So good push there by Jackson Center. They take advantage of it, get a 1-point lead as Clark steps here to the line, shooting 1.
1 of 2 from the line so far.
Off the mark.
Wow, nothing
Rebound.
call there. Possession arrow will keep it with Jackson Center.
So that's going to give it under the basket for Jackson. Cassie Meyer to trigger it in. 3:12 to go. Jackson with a 1-point lead. Pass over the top, almost picked off by Westerbeck. Unfortunately, fouls are in the process. So foul's going to be called on Rosie Westerbeck.
Rosie Westerbeck, that's her first.
So that will send Jackson Center to the line, like you said. As a Wildcat, you really don't want to do that to this team.
So that's going to send Reese to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
2 of 2 from the line.
First one by Reese is good. Kristen Ware will check back in for Winner. So Jackson now with a 2-point advantage with 1 free throw to come here from Reese. Second one is good as well. 3:11 to go. Minster with the ball, trailing by 3.
Yeah, big possession here for the Wildcats.
And we're going to have a timeout by Mike Wiss and the Wildcats. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. Tom, we were tie ball game there, and a couple big possessions by Jackson Center. Able to get a turnover, come down and convert.
Yeah, what a huge play that was, and now all of a sudden they're up 3. 3 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left to go in this ball game. But when you're struggling to score points, it's hard.
Yeah, this possession is going to be big for Minster for sure.
It is, absolutely. You don't need a 3, obviously. A 2-pointer, be perfect.
I would not be surprised if Minster scores here and they full court press immediately.
No, I do agree with that, yeah.
You have to be careful, like you said, because the fouls, because they're over the limit. Minster is, so if they commit another foul, it's going to put Jackson at the free throw line.
But that's when Minster really did their damage earlier in this game, was when they did that.
The tempo has definitely slowed back down. Triggered in to Wolf, who just checked back in the ballgame. So Wildcats have Fisher, Wolf, Kogi, Borgerding, and Westerbeck, and they turn it over. Definitely not what you want.
No, definitely not what you want. See, now they're going to pull this out.
They almost turned it over there. A little miscommunication from Meyer, and she swings it to Clark, and she loses it. Well, Minster missed a couple opportunities there.
Yep, here we go. They did this the other night when they got that lead and pulled it out. It took a lot of time.
A foul called on the reach there to number 24. Cassie Meyer will send her to line. That foul was on Damaris Wolf, her second.
Cassie Meyer.
So still 1-1.
Courtney Pranger going to check back in
Courtney Pranger
for the Wildcats as Borgerding checks out. And stepping to the line, Cassie Meyer for a 1-and-1 for Jackson Center. First free throw is good. Meyer steps back to the line. Jackson Center with a 4-point advantage. 1 free throw to go. Second one is good as well.
All right, here we go again. Another big possession here. Last one was a turnover.
Backdoor cut by Damaris Wolf. She goes to the bucket and draws the foul. So a good possession if you're Minster. No time off the clock. Foul was on Cameron Elkert. So Minster, big free throws here as they can get the cut in the lead with no time running.
Damaris 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
First one off the mark.
Entering the game, number 34, Vanessa Winner.
Kristen Ware checks out. Winner checks back in.
Second one coming up.
Second one by Wolf is good. Minster going to apply full court defense as they trail by 4, 2:22 to go. Triggered into Winner, picks up her dribble, skips it over the top, turnover. Minster back to Pranger, loses the handle, back to Wolf. Kick it back out top, Fisher, inside to Pranger. She's picked up, defense good, as she's fouled into the floor. And a stoppage here in play as shot missed by Pranger, and she's down for a quick injury. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler. 2:06 remaining. Jackson Center up by 4 with the ball. Minster applying full court pressure. Reese trying to get around it. Will draw the contact. Coach West pointing down at the line. I couldn't see it from here to see if she stepped out of bounds before that.
Yeah, and again, yeah, that definitely was a foul right there. But then again, it was earlier on too. It wasn't called, so that frustrate. Yeah,
for sure. That'll send Reese to the free throw line to shoot 2. Still 2:03 to go. But this definitely has been the strength for Jackson Center as they hit another one.
Another one, unbelievable.
Number 44, Kristen Ware.
Just saw a quick stat there. Jackson Center 13 of 16 at the free throw line. They get 14 of 17. And here's the other one. Minster's 9 of 18. So one team shooting well over 80%, and the other one shooting under or right at 50.
50, yeah, wow.
That's what they tell you, right? Free throws win ball games.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So far tonight, it's gotten Jackson Center a 6-point advantage. Minster needing an answer here in a big way. Just under 2 minutes to go. Wolf working out top, gets it to Fisher. Triggered inside to Kogi. Kogi working, gets the pump fake. No foul called again. Ball picked up by Meyer. Dribbles around, skips it over to Reese. Reese trying to get across the timeline. Minster applying defense. Picks it up and finally gets it over to Meyer. Minute 30 to go. Works down to the paint. Ball tipped by Damaris Wolf and stolen. Big possession here for Minster if they can convert. Out to Fisher, 1:15 to go. Skipped it across Rechterman inside to Kogi. She'll go up with it and draw the foul.
So Kogi will go back to the line, but again, an area where the Wildcats have been struggling.
Got to convert.
50%, it's got to convert, absolutely.
The foul's on Olivia Clark, her third. First free throw by Kogi, rattles out, no good. Pranger checks in for Damaris Wolf. And number 34, Winner, checks back in for Jackson Center. So Minster needing a free throw here and then to apply some full court D. Second one is good. So much like the trigger for this game, Minster able to convert 1 of 2. They throw it into Reese. She's trapped right away, loses the ball, but Jackson able to pick it back up. Meyer gets it across over to Elkert. She picks up her dribble, loses the handle, and gets fouled. And she got clocked right in the head, clear out. I don't think the official was going to call it, but she fell to the ground because she got about knocked unconscious. And she'll go to the free throw line as that foul was called on Lindsay Rechterman, her 4th. First free throw by Elkert is good.
Entering the game, number 44, Kristen Ware. Number 12, Haley Balmer.
So Boimer will check back in for Rechterman right at 1 minute remaining of the game, and Jackson has gotten their lead back to 6. Elkert with 1 more free throw and a chance to push it to 7. And she does. Wolf will check in for Kogi. Coach Wish trying to get his shooters on the floor. Gonna have a 30-second timeout for Minster. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to again thank our sponsors, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Hometown Opportunity, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, and Minster Bank. Tom, a couple big possessions coming up here for Minster, 7-point disadvantage, and they're going to have to score some big shots here in a hurry and then get a turnover and do it again.
Absolutely, and you know, if they can get to the free throw line and score with the time off, you know, excellent, but you got to make them. Right now they are 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Well, on the other side of the court, your opponent is 16 of 19.
So Minster triggers it in, right on a minute to go. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, you need to attack the bucket here. You need to attack. You can't be passing it around the outside.
Here's Wolf out top. Drives lane, kicks it out to Fisher. Fisher thought about 3, instead passes it inside to Westerbeck, and she'll draw the foul. But as you mentioned, Minster's been getting to the free throw line. They need to convert them. They've been 1 of 2 almost every possession.
Yeah, this is the person you want, though. Rosie's 2 of 2 tonight.
Rosie Westerbeck.
From the line. 80% on the season.
First one by Westerbeck is good.
Entering the game, number 34, Vanessa Winter. And number 22, Allie
Borgening
checks back in. And also Rechterman checking back in for the Wildcats.
Lindsay Rechterman.
The second free throw coming here for Westerbeck. 40 seconds remaining in our ball game. Minster trying to cut a lead. Shots no good. Fighting for the rebound is Damaris Wolf. She'll tie it up.
And it will stay with the Wildcats, so a break there.
Substitutions coming in for both teams. Boimer and Fisher, some 3-point shooters for Minster. And a rebounder, Ware, will come in for Jackson Center. Westerbeck will trigger it. And Minster just needs to get a quick bucket. It doesn't have to be a 3, they just need to score.
They just need to score.
Struggle just to get it in. That one tipped out of bounds off of Elkert.
So a break for the Wildcats.
And this is the time you want to use that over-aggressive defense against them and get a good back cut to the bucket. Westerbeck triggers it out top to Boimer.
You got to do something here.
That one knocked out of bounds off of Meyer. We'll stay with Minster, 30 seconds remaining. Here's Pranger with the ball. She'll drive down the lane with the contact, get the bucket to go. Timeout Minster. It's a full one, so we'll take a quick commercial break. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiederman Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiederman purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler. 26.5 seconds remaining. Jackson Center with a 4-point lead and the ball. They triggered into Reese. Full court pressure. Reese just trying to wrap up, thinks she's going to get fouled. And then a foul when Minster's not even trying to foul is called. And it's been against Lindsay Rechterman all night long. That's number 5 for her.
That's her 5th.
So she's going to check out.
Entering the game, number 12, Haley Balmer, number 3.
And also, Allie Borgany will go out. Haley Boimer and Allie Fisher will check back in. And that's going to send Reese back to the free throw line.
6 of 6 from the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
And as a game, yeah, 16 of 19, 84%.
Second one is rattled off the mark, no good. Foul called against Ware, which is the last thing you want if you're Jackson Center.
Right.
Because we're just going to take a trip to the other side of the court.
Absolutely.
No time chance. Yeah. No time taking off. Some big free throws coming here. Well, hopefully a good thing for Minster. That's Damaris Wolf. She's been to the free throw line a few times tonight.
Number 22, Allie Borgany.
Yeah, she's 2 of 4 from the line tonight.
This would be a good time to knock down a pair for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think both times she missed the first and made the second. So.
First one by Wolf is good. 36-32 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Jackson Center with a 4-point advantage. Damaris Wolf looking to cut into that one more time. Off the mark. Rebound skipped away though, picked up by Minster. Back out to Wolf. She'll launch a 3 off the mark. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to be an over-the-top foul on Courtney Pranger. We're going to walk to the other end for Jackson Center. Big opportunity missed there by Minster. Courtney Pranger will call for the foul. It's her 5th.
Yep. She'll check. She'll go out. Like you said, that's her 5th.
Entering 24, Taylor Kobe.
It's going to send Vanessa Clark to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 on the ball game. I'm sorry, Vanessa Winter. 17.6 remaining. Jackson up by 4. Winter's first free throw is good. Winter has it at a 5-point advantage. Second free throw off the mark, tracked down by Taylor Kogi for the Wildcats. Minster got to go in a hurry. Gets it across Wolf. She'll launch a 3 ball. It's good! 10 seconds remaining. Timeout Minster. 9.9 remaining. Damaris Wolf hits a big 3. Minster down by 2. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler. It's been a good one. 9.9 seconds remaining. Jackson Center with a 2-point advantage and the ball. Minster bringing on full court after they just hit a big 3.
Another big 3-pointer by Damaris Wolf. That's her second one tonight.
Here we go, triggered in by Ware. She's trying to get it into Reese. Nowhere to go with it so far. Ball tipped. Not sure who by.
I believe that's going to be a Wildcat ball
to Minster. And this ruckus in here right now, 8.7 seconds remaining. Tipped out of bounds. Minster, no timeouts. The official's going to go down and talk about it. The official that made the call was standing right in front of the ball, so you got to believe he's got the best vantage, and they keep it.
And that's good officiating there, because
8.7 Minster trigger. Morgan can't get it in. It's picked off by Reese. Reese picks it up, and she's fouled. Big turnover there.
Big turnover.
Even bigger, you just put their number one free throw shooter of the ball game back to the line.
Yep.
Reese has 6 for 6, I think. Maybe 8 for 8 as she shot those last two. I think she's 8 for 8 in the ball game.
Right.
So 5.1 to go. She needs to make both to close it out. First one up is good.
You know what? She did miss her last one, Greg, because that was when the foul was called, and then we went down to the other side. So she has missed one. Maybe she could miss this one here, and Wildcats still have an opportunity.
5 seconds remaining. Big free throw. Biggest of the game coming right here by Reese, and she buries it.
Yeah.
Minster in trouble. They would need a three-pointer and a foul. Kogi with the shot.
Gets it blocked. And there's your buzzer.
And that's your ball game. Jackson Center is victorious, 39-35. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back to Vandalia Butler High School. As you see the Minster Wildcats coming out there on the floor. A great season for them. Unfortunately, they go away as the runner-ups of this ball game. You see a good group of seniors there of Borgening, Boimer, Savannah Luthman, Rechterman.
Yeah, what a hard-fought game.
And Westerbeck as the seniors of that bunch.
Yeah, as we look at some of the final game stats as they get ready to present the championship there, but for the field, the Wildcats were 10 of 35 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point land, 12 of 20 from the free throw line, 23 rebounds and 10 turnovers. The victorious Jackson Center Tigers, they were 8 of 29 from the field, 3 of 9 from behind the arc, 20 of 25 from the free throw line with 29 rebounds and 15 turnovers. But once again, this game was really won at the free throw line. Again, as the Wildcats were just 12 of 20 and Jackson Center was 20 of 25.
Yeah, for sure. These two teams are very evenly matched, as the score would tell you. And as the ball game went the whole time, it was close throughout. Jackson Center had a couple leads. Minster brought the lead back. It really went back and forth. When one team had a spurt, the other one responded. And as you mentioned, we saw this in the game. They played the game before against Tri-Village. They are super at the free throw line. They aren't just good. They are lights out. And when you can do that and get any kind of lead, puts a lot of pressure on another team. And they did again here tonight. Congratulations to Jackson Center. And congratulations to Minster. Great team. Had a fantastic season under Coach Wiss. They finished up 24-3. And you can't say enough about either one of these teams. It was a fantastic ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wildcats had two players in double figures, as Rosie Westerbeck had 11, and so did Damaris Wolf coming off the bench.
Well, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm Greg Burning. My partner, Tom Sharp. And before I do that, my apologies. We got a Player of the Game award to give out for the Minster Wildcats. And that Player of the Game is going to go to Rosie Westerbeck.
She had 11 points, did a heck of a job on that court. A lot of those came in the second quarter, but she played the most minutes of the Wildcats also. She was on that floor for 29 minutes, but what a great job she did in a great season.
For sure. So again, the Jackson Center Tigers victorious 39-35. Minster regional runner-up. And that's going to do it for us here tonight on NKTelco Sports. My partner, Tom Sharp, I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.